Hi, I'm Ed.
I'm Barb.
And this is Carp Family Adventures. So we're going to talk about days 9 and 10 of the cruise, which was what, Tuesday and Wednesday?
Sure, I don't know. Let's say Thursday. I don't know.
Yes,
you lose track. Just, being out on the deck.
We've been at sea for 3 days, so we'll tell you about Tuesday and Wednesday. So there's pretty much a routine for our sea days now. We've been getting up and going directly to the breakfast buffet, which has been good. And then after that, we go to the lecture by Duncan O'Brien. So the lecture on Tuesday was Hollywood to Hawaii Part 2. So that was some more footage of movies and TV. I think mostly TV.
Oh yeah, that was a good one because they showed Petticoat Junction.
Yeah, Petticoat Junction.
So it's for those of you that I don't know, you guys all know pretty much that Heather and I were the baby for a while on Petticoat Junction. So it was the bit where our parents that are on the show went on, I guess, on their honeymoon.
Oh yeah, I guess it must have been, yeah.
Yeah,
but it was from 1967 or something.
I think 67.
So it was before they were born, so it was before the babies were.
But it's just kind of funny because it was their honeymoon.
Yeah.
And then, so it was kind of neat to show Petticoat Junction.
Introduced the babies the next season, I guess.
Yeah.
For the baby.
Yeah, baby.
Played by twins.
Yes.
For a while. And there was also, I thought some of it was padding because he went on this long tangent about some beauty contest winner or something and her life, and I don't know.
No, but that was interesting because he was showing that they were showing coverage for all the different states that these women had come to be like the pageant,
Yeah,
they would be in the pageant. So to get publicity for their line, they would document it, and the pictures would go back to their hometown and be put in the newspaper. So I thought that was really neat.
Yeah.
Just to get the word out.
Yeah, it was a contest that Matson did like every month or something, or every sailing, and then they did one for the year, which was interesting.
It turns everything back around.
Yeah.
There's a link to it. So it's really neat. I find it fascinating. So.
Yeah. And then after that, I have some video of the fruit carving. So they did a fruit carving demonstration that we didn't really watch the whole thing, but the end results were pretty good. Then we went up to the lunch buffet. We've been getting some video of the birds. I don't know how many. There's at least like 6 birds following us or hitching along with the ship that they must have joined us in Kauai, probably.
Most likely.
And we always see them when we're at the buffet out in front and circling and looking for fish to eat.
Deck too. That's
from the deck too. And we've been seeing a lot of flying fish from our deck too, which is really interesting. Some of them are like this really deep blue color, but it's hard to get good video of them because our deck is high up and they're fairly small, and they just jump out of the water and flit around for a couple seconds and then go back into the water.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get any pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a little bit of, I got a little video of the birds, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Well, you did too, but yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting to look for the flying fish. We didn't see any today, Thursday, but we saw them Tuesday and Wednesday.
It always makes me think of Disneyland.
The fish in
the fake flying fish. So yeah, anyways.
And so then after we were watching the ocean for a while, we went up to the dinner buffet. And Tuesday, there was a nice sunset on Tuesday that you could see from the buffet. So we got some footage
that was nice.
Of the clouds and the sunset. And then after that, we started going down to Explorers Lounge again because we skipped it one day. But this time it was caricature trivia, so they put up caricatures of celebrities and you were supposed to guess who they were. Most of them looked like AI generated.
Yeah, and you had a problem with some of them.
Yeah, some of them didn't look anything like.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
They did.
But I don't know. We didn't do very well. Too badly, but we didn't do very well. No, I don't know.
We don't know a lot of celebrities, so yeah. I mean. Yeah.
And then the last thing that night was the living room battle game show, which we've seen before. It's kind of it was fun because they got teams. More people signed up than they expected.
Yeah,
they were trying to get teams of 3 each, and they ended up with teams of 4 each. But one of the teams was just really bad at everything. And apparently they knew that they would be bad because they done some other game show or some other thing the previous night, I think. And then, yeah, so the living room game show is kind of fun because it's varied. There's one section where you arrange movies in order of release, and another one where you just identify really famous songs and the artists. And this one team just couldn't get any points.
Yeah, but I think the team was trying to redeem themselves for the night before, not doing very well. So I don't think they did it on purpose.
No, I don't think they
to do poorly.
Yeah, and it's mostly the hosts making fun of them and stuff, but it was fun.
Yeah, well,
and then,
they're good. That's what makes it.
Yeah, the hosts are good, and everybody got prizes who participated, so that's good.
Yeah, that was nice. That was good.
So that was the end of Tuesday. We just came back to the cabin and read some, and then went to sleep. And then Wednesday, another sea day, so Wednesday, January 29th. That was the day we did laundry for the second time.
Oh my gosh.
So this was a little more difficult than the first time. It was easy. There was nobody in the laundry room.
And I actually helped this time. And
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, it was a bit of a walk.
Yeah, it's a long walk to the back of the ship. And then,
It doesn't normally seem like it when you're up doing things because you're going from destination to destination, but this was straight down. So I was like, oh, okay.
yeah, you have to keep walking.
Yes, which is fine.
And then after that, we went to the lecture. So this time it was on the ports of San Francisco and Los Angeles over the years, which was interesting because we saw the evolution. And the port of San Francisco, we've sailed out of the historic, whichever pier it is, 30 something. No, I don't know what it is.
I'm glad we did sail out of that, but I don't like, I mean,
No.
the newer one is so much easier, especially when we had my parents and you couldn't even, you just drop them at the curb. For those of you, I don't know if you ever were familiar and you did it that way. It was just very chaotic and you couldn't even move on the sidewalk.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah, that's not
But
good.
it's
The
still
new one
neat
is
to
much, much better.
But
Yeah.
it's neat that the building's still there with the, the logo, or not logo, but the building crest or whatever it's called.
Yeah. And they still sail ships out of there occasionally, I guess, when the other one's busy. So that was good. We went to the lunch buffet. Oh, and
Surprise,
Wednesday,
surprise.
it was Lunar New Year, so they had a lot of decorations up, which you'll see.
Yeah, that was neat.
And they had a Chinese theme, and they made kung pao shrimp.
I've been eating a lot more salads, which are good for me anyways, and fruit. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not complaining because I like it. So it's all good.
Yeah, and then we came back to the room. We just hung out probably more yesterday on the balcony than we have. It was
So nice.
It was really nice. The temperature's still perfect, a little bit warm, but when it's breezy, it's really nice.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, we stayed out there quite a while. Then we went up to the dinner buffet, which still had this time they had Szechuan shrimp, and it wasn't spicy at all either, which was interesting. But they still had Chinese food. Right after dinner, we went to the Princess Theater to get seats early for their production show, because the 7:30 show is always apparently really crowded. The show was on the bayou.
Heather, we were thinking of you.
Yeah.
I do apologize for sending the image because it was really late at your. I sent it to you.
Yeah, it was like at 11:30 or something at
I
night.
was like, oh, I think you're asleep. But anyways. But it was different because we hadn't seen that production show before.
Yeah.
All the other ones we've seen. So, it was kind of nice that we were able to go do that.
Yeah, and the background, the video backgrounds were neat, and the sets
yeah.
were very nice, and the lighting.
I'm impressed with
and
that.
the band was really good too.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
really
were.
impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was fun. After that, we left along with everybody else and went to Explorers Lounge for the comedy show of Sam McCool, who is an Australian comedian.
He
And
was really good.
He was good. It was completely packed. We sort of got the last folding chair seats in the almost out into the hallway there.
Yeah, it was
But
crazy.
we could see him and hear him. He was funny and like self-deprecating and stuff because he kept making jokes about how poorly the show was going and things like that. There were a lot of reactions, even though it was a big crowd. They weren't that active, but
No, they
it was fun.
weren't. Well, you were. It was funny.
Yeah, because he had some fun
Yeah, the kids.
jokes.
Just your dad. He did do some of his laughs, so you would
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And then after his show was We Play You Say game show is what they call it, but they play music, stop it, and then they give you multiple choice of what the next lyric is. And then we stayed for Sam McCool's second show, which was much less crowded. Basically the same show.
He did change
but he
it
was
up,
still
though.
funny. Yeah, he added a few things. He does a lot of accents, and it seems like he does the accents
he's
really well.
Good. Yeah.
Except like the ones that we're more familiar with, like his California accent is just a cliche, like a stereotype.
That's like an 80s,
Yeah.
type person. But
Yeah, but his Scottish accent is very funny,
I
very
thought he
good.
was really good with
The
even,
British accent.
Yeah, and he even did Donald Trump, which that was pretty good. I
Yeah,
like that.
he's good. Yeah, I like his British because he does all the. I mean, he did like a modern London one and a posh London one
Yeah,
and
that was good.
Midlands and stuff. So anyway, he's funny. So I think he's going to be here through Australia. He probably gets off in Sydney or something.
Maybe. So we might get a chance to see him again. He did perform in the theater, a couple nights ago, but we didn't go.
Yeah, we missed that because we've been sort of avoiding the theater because it does seem to get really crowded for the main shows.
Yeah, so but I guess part of it, though, if we go to the 9:30 showing, then it's hard for the game show if we want to see a game show that's in Explorers. But, it's what it is.
Yeah.
So we make it
So that was it. Actually, that night we were up pretty late because.
Oh my gosh.
It was
like
after midnight.
Yeah.
It was after midnight when we got to sleep.
I know we're turning into wild, crazy party people.
Yeah.
Not really, but And then we still woke up early this morning, and we didn't even do the time change.
No, there was no time change, but the
Yeah.
sun's coming up quite early because we're close to the equator and the sun is more directly on the southern hemisphere now, so we're getting it's basically summer, so the days are getting longer.
Yeah, so we should say stay tuned for that.
Yeah, our next video we will have the ceremony where we cross the equator. It's we don't actually cross the equator until after, like in the middle of the night. A Friday morning, I guess, we crossed the equator. But they had the traditional ceremony where people who've never crossed the equator before on a ship or a boat get kind of inducted in this kind of ceremony. We'll have some video of it tomorrow.
We'll talk more about it tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's fun.
Yeah.
We're going to cross the international date line pretty soon too, so we'll be a day ahead of everybody watching this probably. So we'll lose a day, right? We'll be a day ahead.
But then we go home, we'll get it back. So
yeah, so we won't have a January 31st. It'll be February 1st when we wake up tomorrow morning. So it'll be interesting.
Anyway,
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think
so. Do you
so.
want to do a shout out?
Yeah, why not? I guess we'll do it. We want to do a shout out to Deanna and Pamela and our other neighbors, Terry and Mike and Peter
and David and Timothy.
Yeah, well, David and Timothy. All our neighbors. We just want to thank you for keeping an eye on the house and hope you guys are doing well.
So thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
See you later. Bye.